Nathan Beats.
What's up, guys? This your boy, Mr. I-240. I'm back with another bang on this lovely Thursday cold night in my hometown. Hey, I want to apologize for y'all. First things first. I want to give thanks to the man above. If it was for him, it won't be no me. It won't be no page. It won't be no y'all. So, with that being said, I want to apologize for giving y'all a last terrible episode, and I feel like in my eyes, I didn't give y'all the best production as I should, so I want to apologize for that. But we almost at 800 subscribers. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all 800 subscriber episode would be teacher versus student, Ric Flair and Sting. We almost there. We at 792, and I'm here to give y'all a short little banger today too, so we can get them numbers up and get y'all better production. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, let's get straight into it. The episode I'm giving y'all today, we know Shawn Michaels, the high-flying superstar, one of the greatest, one of the best of all time. I don't use the greatest because, the GOAT, that's a sin. Look it up in the Bible. I didn't write it. But before then, he had a great tag team partner. My main man, Marty Jannetty. They did the punchlines. You the Marty Jannetty of the team. He was used as a punchline at the time doing the John Morrison and Miz feud. But I wanted to highlight in perspective on my main man, Marty Jannetty. He a former tag team champion. He's a former Intercontinental champion. But his career just didn't pan out. And that's because, Vince didn't believe him. Vince didn't see a superstar. Because y'all remember they got to fighting and broke up. And they had everything playing for Shawn. But from what he said, Vince just told him, I didn't see no good qualities. And plus, from friends, family, and stuff like that, they said Marty never took accountability of why he didn't get that push, because he always tried to deflect and blame it on somebody else. But with that being said, let's get it cracking. There we go. I missed y'all, man. I told you we bring back more heat. I'm just getting warmed up, kind of rusty right now. I'm coming back, I'm bring y'all more material. You feel me? But let's start with his early career. Marty Jannetty began his wrestling career in September 1983 in Mid-South Wrestling, teaming up with Hunter Jerry Oates as his cousin, Marty Oates, until November. After leaving the Mid-South, he would wrestle under his real name for Southern East Championship Wrestling, where he would wrestle the likes of Super Olympia and Mr. Olympia. Then, of course, you have the Central State Wrestling from 1984 to 1986. Jannetty resumed his wrestling career in March 1984, wrestling for the National Alliance affiliate Central State Wrestling. He wrestled in single and tag matches competition with various partners including Bulldog Bob Brown, Dave Patterson, and Thomas Rogers as the Uptown Boys, until joining forces with fellow rookie Shawn Michaels. This one they had met back in the day. In late 1985, the team, as the Midnight Rockers, quickly won the NWA Central State Tag Team Championships from the Baden Twins. Jannetty wrestled Ric Flair for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship during his time at CSW. In the summer of 1985, Jannetty wrestled his first Japan tour for All Japan Pro Wrestling, where his biggest match there was a loss to Tiger Mask 2 on September 5th. Then, of course, we got American Wrestling Association. In 1986, the duo, the Rockers, left for the American Wrestling Association in AWA. In AWA, Jannetty and Michaels quickly built a reputation as a talented tag team, performing many kung fu moves, many cold wrestling, I can't pronounce the word, acrobatic moves in a tandem and electrifying crowds. And of course, they was heartthrobs. The girls were going crazy. Shawn with the long blonde pretty hair with the smile, pause. Marty Jannetty with the brown brunette hair with the smile, pause. And plus they were party rock stars. And I ain't talking about the shop boys. Party like a rock. I ain't talking about that. But so the two won the World Tag Team Championship twice, first defeating Buddy Rose and Doug Summers, and then the Midnight Express for the second and final reign. They also won the Southern Tag Championship twice after defeating the Rock and Roll Express on 2 separate occasions before jumping to the World Wrestling Federation. Cause y'all know when they jumped to the WWE the first time, they got fired because they were partying too much and they were going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you know, one of Marty Jannetty's friends in the Dark Side of the Ring, she didn't like Shawn because she felt like Shawn was a manipulator and a user. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. Not me. Watch yourself. Because I do my research. And as my little brother say, I study this. I miss you, boy. So, the World Wrestling Federation from 1998 to 1992. Now simply called the Rockers, Jannetty and Michaels' popularity carried over from their stint in AWA, and the team was often called Tag Team Specialists by a commentator and wrestling legend himself, Gorilla Monsoon. They made their WWF debut at a television taping on June 18, 1988. They faced the tag teams such as Demolition, the Hart Foundation, the Brainbusters for the rest of 1989. The duo, including the Rockers, routinely headlined house shows and events during the era of tag team wrestling. When tag team wrestling was up here. Nowadays it's kind of, you got a few good tag teams, but it ain't like it was back in the 90s and the 80s, you know what I'm saying? It's more about the solo superstars in the women's wrestling these days. And a little bit in the 90s it was like that too. But despite their previous success, the Rockers never officially won the tag team championship during their 3-year run together in the WWF. So, it's the country I mentioned, but it's right here. On October 30th, 1990, the Rockers were scheduled to win the tag titles from the Hart Foundation due to Jimmy Neidhart, one half of the tag team championship, being in the process of negotiating his release from the company. So Neidhart was ready to leave at this point. The match was taped with the Rockers fairly winning the belts, but soon after, Neidhart reportedly came to a stopgate agreement with the management and was rehired. So that was on the verge of letting him go, but I guess they changed their mind and want to keep the belts on Bret now. On the other hand, Michaels claimed in his book that the Hart Foundation lobbied backstage to keep the title. So, oh shit. So that kind of explained the tension between him and Bret. So not only was Shawn Michaels an asshole, Bret was too, allegedly. What it says right here. So the belts were returned to the Hart Foundation a week later, despite the Rockers making a title defense against Power and Glory on November 3rd. The change was never broadcast or acknowledged on television. But during the tag match at USF Sundome in December 3rd, 1990, this is the Chad Austin controversy right here. Jannetty executed his drop-in finisher move on Chuck Austin, who was teaming up with the Jeans, and Austin's neck was instantly broke as a result of tucking his head during the move. So, if y'all go back and see the video, I think it was kind of Chuck's fault, because from what you've seen, from what Marty Jannetty said in the episode, they went over the move, it was all good. But I guess Bret had standing up and for Jannetty to let him down on his head. So, I don't know. But, and Chuck did blame Marty Jannetty. And they went to court. So, yeah, so like I said, Austin's neck was instantly broken as a result of tucking his head in doing the move rather than falling flat on the mat. So I gotta kind of admit, it was kind of his fault that he put himself in this predicament. Austin was paralyzed and sued Jannetty, Michaels, and Titan Sports. When the case finally came to court in early 1994, Austin was awarded $26.7 million. Titan Sports appealed the decision and came to a $10 million lawsuit. In the end, Jannetty was owed to pay Austin $500,000, and Shawn Michaels got off on the case. So Shawn Michaels went in it. And that's when Marty Jannetty started looking at Shawn funny, like kissing ass and all that. Oh, Vince took care of it. But, here we go. In 1991, Angle began to break up the team. So, before then, this when Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty got into it. And they said Shawn Michaels threw him through the window. They went outside. He said, come do it again, motherfucker. They went outside. Marty Jannetty had Shawn choking Shawn, beating him up on the ground. Now, I ain't saying I'm the best fighting dude, but cause y'all remember Shawn Michaels got to fight with some army dudes and got that black eye. He got them hands in the ring. I be wondering, do we got them hands in real life? You know what I'm saying? Because man, you tag team body beat your ass. Then some army dudes beat your ass back in '95. What's going on, Sean? Damn. Come on, man. That ain't it. I'm just playing, dog. I love you, Sean, but I'm just saying. So, in 1991 began the breakup of the team. Michael was actually then to kick Martin Jannetty. I think I saw that video. It was after the accident. I think Shawn Michaels kicked that man for real. I ain't gonna cap to you. If y'all look back at that Nasty Boys match, when Shawn kicked that man in the face, that was Shawn get back. Even though Martin Jannetty beat his ass for real. And this one, Vince, I just said like a while ago, they took him to the office. That time I splitting them up. Shawn Michaels didn't even talk. He was like, oh, great, I'm good. And Martin Jannetty had to look like, nigga, damn, we ain't gonna talk, bro. And that's when Vince told him, he like, we got things planned for Shawn, and we don't know, Marty, you know. So here you go. So he initiated by Jannetty on one of the Nasty Boys, which clipped Shawn in the face and resulted in elimination at Survivor Series. Michaels got up after being pinned and began screaming at Jannetty, blaming him for being eliminated. After weeks of intention, the tag team was granted a WWF World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship match against the Legion of Doom on December 28, 1991. On an edition of WWF Superstars, the Rockers was unsuccessful, following another miscommunication. Michaels launched Jannetty into Animal for a double team move where Michaels would drop kick Jannetty's back and knocking him on top of Animal. Instead, Animal turned at least the last second and Michaels drop kicked him. Animal fell on Jannetty and got the 3 count. Following the match, Michaels was irate at Jannetty for getting pinned while Jannetty tried to calm him down. After pushing away and attempted hug by Jannetty, Michaels slapped Jannetty in the face. Jannetty refused to fight back. Michaels slapped Jannetty again, causing Jannetty to lunge at Michaels but stopped short of attacking him and stormed out of the ring. Michaels took his wristbands off and started booing the crowd. So here we go. This is when the controversy happened. Now, according to British Beefcake, he said he didn't even see that part coming. I mean, he didn't even see the breakup coming or the sweet chin music. So here we go. Attempting to help settle their difference, British Beefcake invited both guys on the interview segment, the barbershop. That's when they were talking. It's all good. Come on, man. We can split up right now and go our separate ways. We all, at first thought Shawn was going to squash the beef. Wham! Sweet chin music through the world. And then it's so ironic. He threw Martin Jannetty in the glass. And then that's when, man, it's crazy. Let's keep reading. So he invited them on the barbershop. January 12, 1992, episode of WWF Wrestling Challenge. Michaels and Jannetty appeared to reconcile, but then Michaels turned heel. He hit Jannetty with the sweet chin music. That's when Bobby the Brain Heenan said he knew Michaels was gonna do it. Then he picked up Martin Jannetty and tossed him through a big barbershop glass window, causing him to bleed profusely. Jannetty was initially meant to work the injury, thus missing the opportunity to win the vacant WWF Championship at the Royal Rumble in 1992. He was scheduled to return shortly after and start the feud with Michaels to lead to a one-on-one match between Martin Jannetty and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. That would have been 92. So that would have been WrestleMania 8. Yeah, 8. And plus, oh, right here. I'm glad they said it right here. See, look right here. See, do your research right here. So, however, in the early hours of January 25th, this was Martin Jannetty's fault once again. Martin Jannetty was arrested after an altercation with police. His female companion, a 19-year-old named Angela, I don't know her last name, was arrested for trying to use a fake ID. Jannetty assaulted the officer performing the arrest, which led to an arrest. See, it was his downfall why he couldn't get that big break in his shine. He couldn't put the drugs down. He couldn't stop partying. And plus, the devil was in his ear. Because they got to think about it. The devil know all our weakness, bro. He know my weakness, your weakness. So that way you got to pray and fast and go to God, the Heavenly Father. Not the one with the fake contract to my own promise you the world. Because he going to promise you the world, you're going to get payback at the end. He going to get it back in blood. Whether it's you, your kids, he got to collect something. You can't negotiate a deal with no job or no labor and think they're going to get nothing back. It's like the devil. The devil don't want no money. He wants your soul. He want all souls to go to hell with him. And Martin Jannetty was a tortured soul because you got to think about it. Marty Jannetty had a tough upbringing. And then you bring in money, girls. You know what I'm saying? Because Marty Jannetty didn't get a chance to really deal with that pain from not getting that love from his mama. His daddy loved him, but his daddy was always on the road. Or he was always at work. So while his daddy was at work, his mom used to beat on his ass. Why? His dad was at work and his dad never knew about it. So you got money, fame, you just trying to find some positive, different outlook to get love from something. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't just had a girl relationship like that with my mama, so I was just trying to talk to many girls to just get love from people that wasn't even my mama, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me just dealing with the problem and challenge my issues and going to the Heavenly Father, you know what I'm saying? It's always a different outlook where people try to find love or a God or a protector or something instead of going to the source himself. Instead of going to that word. Even me. I ain't alone. I mean, y'all ain't alone. I'm in this too. I'm trying to get my life right too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have no vices. I don't want nothing to send me to hell. I don't want to be lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll always try to take the fast way to be blessed instead of doing it the hard working way and get holy and right. And you get stuff like this. So, what was it? So, he was arrested. So, yeah, Jannetty assaulted officer performing the arrest, which led to his arrest. They were found in possession of less than a gram of cocaine. Because Marty did love that crack. Even Al Snow said that. Al Snow said he did all type of drugs. He couldn't even name it. Jannetty was charged with possession of cocaine, possession of drug. I think it's the word he was talking about right here. I can't pronounce it. And resisting arrest with a force. He was indefinitely suspended following the incident in his singles matches that were taped in January did not air. So, in March 1992, he was sentenced to 6 months of house arrest and released by WWE shortly after. Michaels ended up facing El Matador in an opening match of WrestleMania. Look at Marty Jannetty missed his big payday. Now, they say Shawn Michaels was on that crack rock. But he wasn't on like that. Shawn Michaels wasn't miss no money then. But except the time he got spent for steroids. And he missed the whole year or whatever. But that's my point. So, Michaels ended up facing El Matador in the opening match of WrestleMania 8. With no significant storyline other than Michaels being upset that El Matador eliminated him from the Royal Rumble. So, I know he's bitter that Shawn left, but I can't blame Shawn for leaving, bro. You kind of making costly and crazy mistakes, bro. I'm thinking about up here. I'm trying to be up here, and you just dropped the ball. Because there could have been a storyline they stole WrestleMania. Because you got to be honest with you. WrestleMania 92 main event was kind of, Charlotte slaughtered. It was cool, Of course, we know the best match was Warrior versus Randy Savage. Shawn and Marty Jannetty WrestleMania could have been up here. Could have still stole the show. Because they both can still go there. They might have did that crack rock, that ooh-wee. But when it came down to that ring, the boys performed. And Marty Jannetty was just on them drugs harder than Shawn. So, after first leaving the WWF in 92 and awaiting his sentence for his arrest, Jannetty joined the USWA as a heel. During the stay, he was managed by Brett Princeton and feuded with Jerry Lawler. Then, of course, he came back. Shortly after his house arrest concluded, Jannetty resigned with the WWF and returned on October 1992 taping. In Saskatoon, whatever, Canada. Can't pronounce that. From the crowd. Attempted to strike Michaels with his mirror, but inadvertently hitting Sensational Sherry. Michaels then manager. When Michaels pulled her in front, he challenged Michaels in a match at the 1993 Royal Rumble for the Intercontinental Championship. The match had a secondary storyline, promoting the return of Sensational Sherry from her injuries, speculating whose side she gonna choose, who she gonna be on. During the match, Michaels rolled outside looking to Sherry for comfort. Sherry slapped Michaels, because she was tired of the disrespect. Because Shawn talked to her like he was her pimp. Damn. Turning babyface and aligning with Jannetty. Jannetty lost after the interference of Sensational Sherry backfired. After the match, Sherry was being interviewed backstage when Michaels confronted her. Jannetty attacked Michaels during the confrontation. They had to be separated by referees and officials, identifying that the release again after rumors circulated that stating that he had been under influence again. God damn, Marty. I see why your friends had to keep it real, bro. It's your fault, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, dog. You was talented. You was cold. I mean, yeah, Shawn, how he broke with you, that was foul. I ain't gonna cap. But goddamn, bro, you was fumbling in the bag. I'm sorry. The devil, boy, the devil in your head, boy. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Folks don't believe in the man in the red, man. Look how this world is right now. Because of him and his crew. Shit. All right. So, or other into a feud with the Tonka. So, they put Shawn Michaels in a feud with the Tonka. Jannetty to this day denies having been intoxicated at the event, but explains having rather been tired of because of lack of sleep. And then that the rumor had been stated by Shawn Michaels to escape blame for the match being disappointing. That match was kind of doo-doo sauce, trash bag juice. It could have been better than that. I'm sorry. What y'all want me to do? All right. Jannetty, returned once again on May 17, 1993, challenging Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship after appearing out of the crowd on Monday Night Raw. When Michaels was being interviewed by Vince McMahon telling the audience that he would defeat his title against anyone at any time. Though Michaels initially tried to back out of the fight, Jannetty, clearly not expecting anyone, least of all Jannetty, to challenge him that night, he eventually put his title on the line against his former partner, Jannetty. Jannetty won the title that night, thanks to Mr. Perfect for preventing Michaels from heading to the locker room, where he would be counted out, but kept his title. Jannetty had only Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Jannetty only had one title defense, the Intercontinental Championship. He only had one Intercontinental Championship title defense, and it was against Bam Bam Bigelow by countout on May 31st edition of Monday Night Raw. He lost the title back to Michaels on June 6th in a non-televised match in Albany, New York, due to the interference from Michaels' bodyguard introducing the big man Diesel, aka Kevin Nash. The title change was never shown on television to this day. No footage had ever surfaced. According to Jannetty, it was Kurt Hennig who petitioned to bring him back to the WWF. Hennig, who was on good terms with Vince McMahon, convinced Vince that Michaels also deserved some responsibility for the Port Royal match. Yeah, I got it. Shout out to Mr. Perfect for being the real one. It takes two for that match to be ass, bro. Jannetty believes that his title victory was as meant as a punishment for Shawn Michaels for lying. Yeah, because Michaels got that back. It wasn't long enough. They should have got you a 3-month title reign. It probably would have humbled Shawn a little bit. You only had to do for 2 weeks. Nah, that wasn't it. But after losing the championship back to Shawn Michaels, Jannetty feuded with Dunk the Clown. Good program they had too. Winning the program with a final best of 3 falls match on June 21st in the edition of Monday Night Raw, where Dunk almost won the 2 out of 3 falls. Won the match 2 falls to 1 after Dunk 2 interfered in the match. Randy Savage, who was on commentating match, attacked the first Dunk and revealed the second to the referee. Jannetty won with the reverse decision. Then he had some random match. They were trying to build up Ludwig Borg. So he lost to a recently debuted Ludwig Borg in his first televised contest match. So this one Vince was building up new talent, and then before then he had beat jobbers and stuff like that. And then that's when it fell off. Womp womp womp. Here we go. Teaming up with 1-2-3 Kid. Jannetty then formed a tag team with 1-2-3 Kid, with the two being winners of the Minnesota Survivor Series. Jannetty won the tag team championship with 1-2-3 Kid from the Quebecers on January 10, 1994. They lost the title to the Quebecers 7 days later in Madison Square Garden. What was the point of them winning? Then on January 17, 1994, on a non-televised match, when the 1-2-3 Kid pinned following a 60 senton, a clip of the finish, the match aired on Royal Rumble 1994 video. Damn, that boy can get a break for nothing. Then of course, in a led-up WrestleMania 10 match, it led up to, but the court case brought forward by Chad Austin, a jaw paralyzed in the ring, was heard. While neither WWF or Jannetty admitted that it was the outcome of the case which resulted in Jannetty's sudden disappearance from the promotion. It has never been denied either. Jannetty vanished from the mainstream wrestling scene until early 1995, when he made several appearances in ECW Championship Wrestling. So, then of course, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Jannetty debuted on ECW. Jannetty debuted for ECW on February 25th at the ECW show, Return of the Funkler, where he challenged ECW World Champion Shane Douglas in a losing effort. A few months later, A few months later, um, on April 28th, Janetta defeated Jim Neidhart. The next night, he defeated Shane Douglas on May 13th. The next night. Oh. Janetta defeated Jim Neidhart the next night. He defeated Shane Douglas. On May 13th, at Enter the Sandman, Janetta challenged Eddie Guerrero for the ECW World Television Championship, but failing to win the title. On July 20th, Janetta defeated Bull Payne. The next night, July 21st, Janetta defeated the Terrorists. On June 9th and July 22nd, Janetta unsuccessfully challenged the Sandman for the ECW World Championship. And on July 28th, Janetta faced Jim Neidhart with the match ending in a double disqualification. This turned out to be Janetta's final match at ECW as he left for WWF. Now, this was his second and last run in WWF right here. The second run with the Rock's gonna trash. So, later that year, just months after Michaels made a shocking face turn, Janetta returned to WWF in September 1995. In September 1995, and then you'll have pay-per-view, Janetta lost his return match to the debuting Goldust. Got buried again. Damn. He continued to wrestle as a face. He and Michaels were kept away from each other in matches and storylines. Janetta formed an alliance with Razor Ramon during the final 2 months of the year to help his ongoing feud with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Psycho Sid, and now his former partner, 123 Kid. At December 1995 in your house, Janetta and Razor defeated 123 Kid and Sid. So, this is the new Rocker. So, Marty Jannetty believed when he came back that this was a way to, this was Shawn burying him. Because, you know, Shawn was on top and he was at the bottom. You know, Shawn Michaels can be petty. So, Al Snow said the reason the new Rockers didn't work out because he don't feel that Marty Jannetty was into it. And it was a bust. It was trash. That wasn't it. But, following the unsuccessful bid to win the 1996 Royal Rumble, Jannetty turned heel in February to form the new Rockers. His partner was Avatar. It was Avatar who was repackaged as Leif Cassidy, which is Al Snow. And no mention of his previous gimmick, which that is he was still using the same month. The team was presented as heels by virtue of being extremely goofy and annoying. Cassidy more so than Jannetty. The team first tag team championship match was a first round contest and a tournament for the vacant WWF tag team championships. The debut was not as strong as they were defeated by the Godwins in less than 5 minutes. The team was largely unsuccessful and rarely won any matches on TV. Otherwise, he'd be being buried. And I believe during his run, when Shawn's career was covering off, they said Marty Jannetty presented Shawn Michaels for a long time. That's what they said. Because he was hurt by what Shawn did to him. So, Jannetty unsuccessfully in single matches between Michaels. He was unsuccessful in single match between Michaels and Cassidy that March. Then lost to Michaels in the WWF Championship match at the Kuwait Cup event in May, as well in a non-title match in July. The tandem made their pay-per-view debut at SummerSlam failing to win the tag titles during a four-way tag team match, with the Smoking Guns winning the bout and retaining the titles. The next match featured the match also featured the Godwins and the Body Dogs. Their next and final pay-per-view appearance came on Survivor Series 1996 when they teamed with Owen Hart and British Bulldog to face Doug Furnas, Phil LaVon, and the Godwins in an elimination match. Cassidy began character change at this event, going from goofy to nerdy to walking slowly with a permanent scar on his face. He also now had a horseshoe mustache. Wow. Jannetty did not play out Cassidy's attitude change. Jannetty was the first participant eliminated. I think he started having ankle problems too at the time. His ankle started missing. So yeah, eliminated was during the match that Jannetty injured his ankle. Jannetty asked for his release from the company after the show. He was unhappy with the team lack of success and management refused to split them up. His last match came then where he defeated Perry, I don't know who the fuck that is. And yeah, that last match that aired on Raw on December 23rd, 1996 on the episode of Raw. Jannetty and Cassidy shoved each other and argued after the loss, but it was ignored by the commentators. Damn at that push. Then after that, he had a rough few years on the independent scene, you know. So we ain't gotta read that. So yeah, he had a rough few years in the independent scene, you know, and it was just bomb for there. So yeah, but we can get to this WWF right here. So with WCW. So in 1998, as a part effort to enhance WCW roster, Thunder was introduced into a weekly lineup for the World Championship Wrestling, signing several former WWF wrestlers, including Jannetty. He made his debut on January 12, 1998 edition of Monday Nitro, defeating Black Cat. A week later, on Nitro, he was defeated by Chris Benoit, of course. Much as Al Snow ran the WWF in 97, Jannetty was intentionally utilized as an enhancement level. Damn, you went from up here to rookie. Damn, they treat you like a G League player, cuz. Damn. So he was successful against lower level competition, defeated Lenny Lane, Frankie Lancaster, and Horseshoe. Damn, they think you beneath that, bro. Because he had lost matches to Raven, Demon Lake, and Chris Jericho before then. My bad. So, in April 1998, his first substantial winning streak in WCW, defeating Barry Holtz and Vincent. Damn. Bro, WCW, damn, bro, you been disrespected your whole career. Damn. They're like, man, we're gonna make it, yeah, man. All right. Damn, this cold. So, and then his final match came on August 31st when he lost to Conan on Nitro. Jannetty was released from his contract while recovering from a shoulder injury during the match. Then, of course, he had an outbreak. He returned his third and final return to WWE. On March 14, 2005, on the episode of Raw, Jannetty returned for a one-time reunion with his former tag team partner. So this when Shawn became more mature and reached out to him and called the man. And they had like a Jesus program or something. And they had the match, which I'm gonna talk about now. He was kind of nervous because he like, what if the fans don't forget who I am? So Jannetty returned for a one-time only reunion with his former tag partner Shawn Michaels. Once again, billed as the Rockers, performing their traditional entrance and their original music against Long Resistance. Jannetty scored the pinfall for the team after he used his rocker drop. And they were going to give him a contract, but who messed it up? This dude again. Damn. But that crack rock. He said I went to jail the next week. Damn. But the devil got you all messed up. You be trying to go right here, move on. The devil like, nope, stay your ass right here. That's what the devil do, man. Ask Chris Brown. He know. Anyway, this was a preparation for Jannetty's match with Kurt Angle on that week. Angle had challenged Jannetty prior to his WrestleMania match with Shawn Michaels, with his WrestleMania 21 match with Shawn Michaels. Angle claimed that since Jannetty had taught Michaels everything he knows while part of the Rockers, he could teach Michaels how to tap out by forcing Jannetty to submit on SmackDown. Angle made good on his promise and forcing Jannetty to submit on SmackDown. Yep, he made Jannetty submit in the ankle lock. But only after a nearby 20-minute match, an impressive showing for Jannetty, which saw him nearly get the pin on the Olympic champion. The WWE soon signed him to a contract, but what happened? He was arrested and able to meet the commitments for his WWE contract, leading to release again on July 6th. God damn, bro. You can't blame Shawn for that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. On February 20, 2006, Shawn Michaels was pitted against the 4 of the 5 members of the Spirit Squad after he had used the Sweet Chin music. Michaels was attacked by all 5 members until an unknown man came storming into the ring to defend Michaels during the melee. It was revealed Marty Jannetty coming to defend his former tag team partner. Later on Raw, Vince McMahon came out to mention that he would offer Jannetty a full-time contract. McMahon then added a stipulation Jannetty had to join the Kiss My Ass Club. They said during the actual thing, Marty Jannetty was laughing like a motherfucker. He tried not to break character. So, Jannetty refused, and McMahon instead offered Jannetty to the possibility of breaking the Chris Masterlock submission hold. Jannetty appeared to almost break the hold, but McMahon, who was aficionado, hit Jannetty with a low blow, unable to break it. He was only released from the hold when Michaels ran in to save him. Short of that, Michaels had saved Janetti. Shane was supposed to continue the program. No. Michaels had made the save. Shane McMahon ran in the ring with a steel chair and knocked out Michaels. The former Rockers was supposed to cost himself the bag. The former Rockers was supposed to continue the program with the McMahons, but Janetti was absent from the next episode. Instead, Triple H, they did turn out for the best though. I'm sorry, DX was hot. That's when DX had reunited. And WWE announced that it has served all professional time with Janetti without further explanation. So on September 15th, it was announced that WWE.com that Janetti had signed a new contract and will be turning as a veteran to work with young talent. It stated that Janetti, along with Brad Armstrong, Ronnie Mack, could also be granted a full-time training depending on the success instead of venue. But according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Janetti was rumored to been released yet again on September 29th. Janetti countered this rumor on his MySpace page, stating that it was untrue. Jim Ross said Janetti was no longer with WWE on December 24th due to a court order in Florida preventing him traveling on the road. Damn. Then of course, he was involved in the Mr. Kennedy feud. This is when Mr. Kennedy was dressing like Razor Ramon, Diesel, and Janetti. Yeah. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's when my man had a promising career, man. It's just he blew it, man. But he was a legend. He made his mark. The demons got the best of him, and he couldn't handle the pressure. You know what I'm saying? We all got skeletons and stuff in our closet, but if you ain't going to the Father, man, then you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So the devil gonna torture you. He probably laughing at you right now. Yeah, he laughed at me when I was addicted to corn. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta go to the Father. You gotta fast. You gotta pray. You gotta go to the man above. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this being famous stuff and money, at the end of the day, man, if you ain't got God, you ain't got nothing. I can have $1 million, but I ain't happy. And they be the mention of these episodes, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Nathan Beats.